Good afternoon and welcome to Lovington Wildcat Basketball from Wildcat Gym from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and from Z94 KZOR. Today's game brought to you by Aftermath Auto Oil Services, Double R Pipe and Supply, Battle Energy, Eunice Pump and Supply, B&B Rentals, the First American Bank of Lovington, Bob's Thriftway, the Gandy Corporation, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, the Lovington Municipal Schools, Man Welding, and Stone Oilfield Services. This is your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show. Stone Oilfield Services, WH and the whole Stone family. If you need anything out in the patch, well, give a call to Stone Oilfield Services. Stone Oilfield Services, proud supporters of the Lovington Wildcats and Lady Cats. So our first boys game of the season comes on the first weekend of 2026, as it's been kind of a long road for the Wildcats, and glad we're finally getting to see them. They are 4-8 on the year under longtime head coach Casey Pack. So the last round up for the Wildcats, they were over in Roswell for the Poe Corn tournament, and they went 1-2 in that event. First losing to Paladuro 72-23, then taking care of Deming handily 90-68, and then dropping a tough one to the Alamogordo Tigers 87-71. But tough pre-district schedule for these Wildcats, getting ready for the North-South shootout next weekend over in Belen, where they'll play Belen, Taos, and Valencia in that one. Our next game with them will actually be on the 13th, as we will be right back here at the friendly confines against Carlsbad. So I'll get to that here in just a minute. Let's go ahead and take a timeout. I've got 8 games going on right now, so I've got some behind-the-scenes stuff going. We'll be back right after this. Stone Oilfield Services pregame show continues in a moment.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services. Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream.
B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
And welcome back to your Stone Oilfield Services pregame report right here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle, Braden Cooper running camera for us this afternoon as we get ready for our first boys game of 2026 as the Wildcats take on the visiting Lubbock Christian Eagles. The JV losing a tough one back before this, but the varsity going to look for a little revenge. For Lubbock Christian on the season, they come in at 7-5 under head coach Kurt Softly. Of course, the Lubbock Christian Eagles, they are in the TAPS, which is the Texas Association of Private and Parochial Schools. So a little bit different than the UIL, but they are right now number 5 overall in the state of Texas in the TAPS division, a very competitive division for this Lubbock Christian squad. And yeah, as we mentioned, 7-5 on the year. Their last 3 games, if I can get my phone to decide that it wants to work, they've had kind of a rough road of it as they lost to West Plains 57-46, then losing a tough one to Abilene High, always a perennial big school power over in West Texas, 54-46 before they took out Dunbar 65-60. That was in a tournament that they were in this past weekend, so they split it up on that one. So let's go ahead and give you the starters for these two squads as they are both out warming up right now. For Lubbock Christian, their starters will be number 1, Jackson Doyle, number 5, Hayes Kubik, number 10, Keaton Lee, number 11, Harrison Jones, and number 35, Major Tucker. For your Lovington Wildcats today, the starting 5 out on the floor will be number 4, senior Elijah Rivero, number 10, sophomore Jojo Perez, number 20, Chris Casares, number 23, Donovan Gomez, and number 24, Manny Perez. Gomez leads the squad in just about everything. He's got 16.7 points a game, averaging just under 7 boards per game. Donovan, they're going to rely on him, especially in the middle. And next on the scoring list, Manny Perez, averaging 11.2 per game. And then Elijah Rivero with 8 points a game and 4 rebounds. Kingston Goodrich, 6 rebounds a game for these Wildcats. Averaging just about 60 points a game are these Wildcats, and they are probably going to need every one of those 60 today if they want to have a shot at taking out this visiting Lubbock Christian squad. So great crowd on hand for a little Saturday afternoon basketball from here at Wildcat Gym. Great to have you with us. Of course, we got all kinds of basketball going on today. The Lovington girls are down in Jowl. That game available. Jowl Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. And it's actually our buddy Judge Jones handling the call on that one. Then the Jowl boys will play after that, taking on Wink. Judge Jones with that one, too. The Hobbs girls going to be in action in just a few minutes. They are at Tasker Arena against Oregon Mountain, and the Hobbs boys are down in Texas. They're in Odessa, taking on Permian Ron Gunter with that game. So we got all kinds of basketball going on today, and we're going to have all kinds of basketball for you next week, too. So just keep an eye on HobbsAmerica.com and the Facebook pages and your team's YouTube channels, and we will have every one of those that we can possibly get to next week as we continue on in our Stone Oilfield Services pregame show. Thanks so much for being with us, and looking forward to seeing what Coach Pack and his Wildcat squad has got in store for these Eagles of Lubbock Christian. So hopefully going to be a great game. I have a feeling that it will. So the team's finished warming up. We're getting ready for the national anthem and the introduction of the teams. So we'll wrap up your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show from Stone Oilfield Services. WH and the whole Stone family at Stone Oilfield Services. You need anything out in the patch? Well, call the Stone family. They'll be happy to take care of you. Stone Oilfield Services, proud supporters of all Lovington Wildcat and Lady Cat athletics. We'll be back for the tip-off of this one coming up. Wildcat basketball continues in a moment. Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Z94 KZOR Facebook page.
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community, so bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services. For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says, go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services. Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
And welcome back to Wildcat Gym. Getting ready for the start of this one. Sorry, was working on some stuff behind the scenes. So hopefully we'll have everything up and going on HobbsAmerica.com now. So here we go, the start of this one between the Wildcats and Lubbock Christian. Lubbock Christian in their road blue unis with white letters and numbers, gold trim. Lovington in the home whites with the blue letters and numbers and the black trim. So here we go as we get ready for the start of this one, as Gomez will take the jump against Villalobos. And there we go, and it'll be Lubbock Christian who controls early. That's to Hubick as he will keep it and move into the front court. Tossing over into the corner to Jones, who won the tip-off, then get it inside to Major Tucker, and then it'll go out. Good defense underneath by Perez, and it'll stay Lubbock Christian basketball. So still no score in this one, as that'll be Hubick to inbound it left of his own bucket. Gets it in, left corner, three on the way, and nothing but the bottom of the net there, as that goes down for Jackson Doyle, and it is quickly a 3-0 lead, and a three the other way for Donovan Gomez. No good, and that one will go out of bounds and should stay Lovington basketball. So Lubbock Christian with the early 3-0 lead. Inbounding it for the Wildcats will be Elijah Rivero. He will push it into Gomez. Flips it around as they work it around. JoJo gets it back between the rings. Top of the arc, shake and bake over to Rivero. Goes into the right lane, tosses out. Top of the arc, Perez for three, and bang! Just like that, we are tied at 3 apiece on the three ball by Manny Perez. Back down come the Eagles of Lubbock Christian, picking up the dribble, tossing it in. Turnover forced and into the hands of the Wildcats with Perez. Perez to Perez. JoJo into the front court. Little spin move, goes to the right block, puts it up. It is too hard off the iron, but the rebound made by the Eagles, or rather by the Wildcats, as JoJo gets his own rebound, but then is fouled. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And they are going to call the hack on Major Tucker. That'll be his first personal, first team foul. So Perez at the line. JoJo, point guard for these Wildcats, been playing since he was an 8th grader. And the first one is up and good, and gives Lovington the early 4-3 lead. 1 minute gone here in the first. Checking in for the Wildcats will be Jaden Garcia, as he will take the place of Chris Casares.
Rivera. 33.
I have Jaden Garcia. That's
my fault.
That was what's on the Max Preps list. Okay. So the second shot is up, and that one is no good, but the rebound will be made, and Lovington will keep control of the basketball. Flip it around, get it into the corner. Gomez takes it through, goes up, puts the push shot up, and they will call the charge on Donovan, so it'll be a turnover, his first personal, and the first team foul on the Wildcats. So give it back to Lubbock Christian, with the Wildcats leading this one 4-3. I'm TJ Miracle, Braden Cooper running camera. Tiffany V keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. So the inbound for the Eagles will come into Hubick as Lovington drops back in a man zone look. Hubick tossing it near side to Doyle. Doyle back to Hubick between the rings. Then tossing over into the right wing. Jackson travels. Yep, that'll be the second turnover for Lubbock Christian. So give it back to the Wildcats. Right now, Lovington 4-8 on the year. Number 19 right now in the Max Preps Matrix in Class 4A. And getting ready for what's going to be, as always, a meat grinder of a district. So into the front court come the Wildcats with Rivero. Rivero goes behind the back, tossing it over to Garcia. Working it to Perez, then gets the pick. Keep it moving with Gomez, and they'll call a foul away from the basketball. And they are going to call the offensive foul, as they're going to whistle that one on Manny Perez. That'll be his first personal, second team foul on Lovington, and the second turnover for the Wildcats. So waiting on the inbound here from Jones. Jones in front of his own bench will take it in. Crossing the timeline will be Hubick. Tossing it to the free throw line with Atkins, and then a three ball on the way, and that one is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Second tray for Jackson Doyle, and it is now 6-4 in favor of Lubbock Christian. To the front court come the Wildcats. Gomez gets the screen from Garcia and move it around to Perez. Perez to Perez. JoJo takes it to the left base, kicks it back out to Manny for three, left wing, and bang! Manny Perez, he answers Trey for Trey, and Lovington back up 7-6. And then it'll be Day-Day Atkins who just knifes right to the hoop. And will give the Eagles the lead back. Rivero with it. He works against Hubick. And then a foul called and a push. As I think going for the ball was Hubick, but getting body too. Yep, they're going to call the push on Hubick. That'll be his first personal, second team foul on Lubbock Christian. 5:35 remaining here in the first quarter. Score update coming in from Odessa Permian. Hobbs and Permian tied at 20 at the half in that one. So Lovington basketball. Gomez out working against Jones, then toss it inside to Garcia. Garcia goes hard to the rack, and he's fouled, and they're going to call the push foul on Tucker. That'll be his second personal. Third team foul. Tucker in a little bit of foul trouble now. And so that'll put Garcia at the line to shoot two. So Lovington trailing 8-7. Just underway in this one. First shot is up, and it is good, and we are tied at 8 apiece. So 8 all back and forth as Casadas will come in. Donovan Gomez will take a seat and take a breath. Garcia got the first. He'll eye the second, put it up, and that one is no good, and the rebound by Tucker, his first. So it'll be back into the hands of Lubbock. Cooper tied it, or rather Lubbock Christian tied at 8 apiece. Toss it in. That's to Atkins. Then they'll work it around. Move it to Jones. Two Wildcats get to him quickly. Back to Atkins, right block. Flipping it around to Jones. Jones to the right base. A little 5-foot push shot up. No good. Tucker with the rebound, and he'll go hard to the rack, and he will get the bucket and the foul. So he'll get a chance for three the old-fashioned way and put Lubbock Christian up by a score of 10-8. Major Tucker at the line, 2 points, 2 fouls, 2 rebounds. Trying for his third point. Puts the Nikes on the line, puts up the and one, and that one is no good, and it'll be Garcia with his second board of the ball game. 10-8, Christian in the lead, and a bad pass, and Manny can't handle that one. Third turnover for Coach Pack's Wildcats. 4:47 remaining here in the first. Waiting to check into the game. Goes in Gervais for Lovington. As that'll be Hubick to Atkins, then out to Jones for three. It is in and out, no good, and the rebound by Garcia, his third. But he gets his pocket pick, stealing it, and then going hard to the rack in the left base is Jones. And that'll make it a 12-8 ball game, a 4-point lead. And then a quick foul going to be whistled up. They're going to get a hold on Doyle on the inbound. His first personal, fourth team foul on the visitors. So Lovington basketball as Gervais checks in. JoJo will control it and walk it into the front court. 1-2-2 zone look for the Eagles. Rivero with it. Tight coverage. Work it around to JoJo. JoJo tries to throw it in, but right into the hands of Hubick. As picking him up quickly is Perez. Hubick to the front court, uses up the dribble. Nifty little move inside, and the shot up by Atkins, no good, but he's bodied off of it, and he'll be fouled. And so he'll head to the line for two. And they're going to call the push there on Corson Gervais. That'll be his first personal, and that'll be the third team foul on Lovington. And so that'll put Day-Day Atkins at the line for two and misses the first. Score remains 12-8. It's Gomez back in. Mario Alba also checking in for Lovington. Pardon me. So Atkins at the line, missing the first, eyeing the second, and that one is good. So he goes 1 of 2 from the stripe, and it'll put Lubbock Christian up by a score 13-8. To Perez, right corner, 3 ball on the way, no good. Fight for the rebound. Coming away with it is Lovington, as that was Casadas, but he pushes it out. And so you get the rebound, but then turn it back over. That's not a good thing. So it'll be back in Lubbock Christian's hands, leading by 5 with 3:50 remaining here in the first. Hubick to the front court between the rings. Slings it around to Doyle, then a long cross-court pass to Jones. Jones, right corner, three on the way. That one no good, but it'll be Tucker with the rebound. He'll feed it out. Hubick, top of the arc, three on the way, and that one will be short, but it'll be a long save out. Nice job by Jones to save that one. Push it inside, back to Jones, left base. Almost loses the basketball, and now he's going to get tied up. And it'll go back to Lovington on the tie-up. Just the third turnover for Lubbock Christian. 3:28 remaining in the first. Lubbock Christian in the early lead here, 13-8. Both teams will be in the bonus on the next foul. To the front court, Alba. Pushing over to Gomez. Donovan working against Jones. Spin move, then kicks it out. Casares back to Gomez. Gomez has to move it out to Perez. Perez to Alba. Alba working against Hubick, who goes hard to the floor. Bounce it over to Perez, then bounce it inside to Casares. And they call the travel on Chris. That'll be the 7th turnover for Lovington. Ouch, that's not what you want to see. And so give it back to Lubbock Christian. Fortunately for Lovington, they haven't been able to cash in on all 7 of those turnovers, just 2 of them. But it'll be back in the Eagles' hands. So to the front court with Lubbock Christian as Alba runs around trying to get a hand on Doyle, and they will throw it on the give and go backdoor cut and up and in, slam it down for Harrison Jones. Credit where credit is due, a beautiful play, and makes it 15-8. Lovington in danger early of getting run out of their own gym. As they get it around to Alba. Garcia will set the pick, then Alba right slot for 3 and bang. Mario Alba with the 3 ball breaks a little bit of a scoring drought for the Wildcats, gets them back to within 4. 2:25 to go here in a fast-moving first. Hubick swings it around to Jones. Jones long cross-court pass. 3 on the way for Doyle, and that one rattles home his 3rd tray of the first quarter, makes it 18-11. You've got to be able to keep a hand in his face if he gets open. Gomez moves it around. Villalobos back in the ball, or checking into the ball game for Lovington. Then a bad pass, and that one will go out. Trying to save it over there was Perez, but into the hands of Lubbock Christian as they'll move it over to Jones. Turn around, fall away, 15 left corner, no good, but the rebound is there with Atkins, his first board and his 5th point of the ball game. And now, just like that, a 9-point lead for Lubbock Christian, 22-11. 99 seconds to go here in the first. Gomez to Alba. Alba gets a little screen from Villalobos. They'll work it around into the hands of Perez. Perez picks up the dribble back to Villalobos. Then over to Gomez. Left corner, 3 ball up. Kisses the front of the iron, and Hubick winds up with the ball. He'll push it forward. Then they'll throw it in, and they'll move it over to Atkins, who puts up the floater off the glass, and he's fouled. So Day Atkins cashes in, and he pulls the foul down. They are going to whistle that one on Lovington on Perez. That'll be his 2nd personal, 5th team foul on the Wildcats. And so Atkins at the line for the and 1. He's 1 of 2 from the stripe. Casares and Gomez up on the front line for the Wildcats. And an 11-point lead for Lubbock Christian. Showing why they are one of the top 5 teams so far in the state of Texas in the private and parochial school division, also known as TAPS. Of course, Texas is such a big state. They've got UIL for the public schools. They've got TAPS for the private and parochials, and they've got TCALs for the Christian schools. So directing traffic into the front court, Rivera back in. Into the corner, Casares takes it to the left block and then overthrows Villalobos, and another turnover for the Wildcats. 23-11 our score. Lovington trailing in this one, under a minute to play here in the first as Crow into the game for the Eagles. We'll bring it into Hubick. Elijah will pick him up just as he crosses the timeline. Lubbock Christian moves it around to Jackson. Jackson to Doyle. Then into the corner, then throwing it inside, but right into the hands of Gomez. Donovan with it, tries to feed it forward, gets tipped, gets it right back. Elijah with it, pushing it out. Casares thinks about the 3, takes it to the free throw line, then to JoJo, right corner, 3 on the way off the front of the iron. Flashing through is Hubick for his 2nd board of the ball game. 27 seconds remaining here in the first. To the front court comes Lubbock Christian. That'll bounce to Doyle. Doyle then out to Atkins, or pardon me, that's Crow, and then stolen away by Rivero. 5th turnover for the Eagles. Rivero coast to coast gets stripped out, but Gomez playing trailer is there to pick it up and put it down. 23-13, 10-point lead with 2 with 1. Hubick at the buzzer for 3. It is off the mark, and we have played a quarter here at Wildcat Gym, the home opener for Lovington, and they trail this one by a score of 23-13. Wildcat basketball continues in a moment.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
A 10-point lead for Lubbock Christian as we are back here at Wildcat Gym for the start of the second half, and it will be Eagle basketball as we start this one off. So to the front court, it'll be Hubick. Hubick working against, that is Rivero. Hubick tossing it in to Jackson. He hands it off and moving through and putting up the little floater from the right baseline up and in. That is Jones. He's got 6, and that will be Lubbock Christian drawing first blood here in the second quarter. Welcome back. I'm TJ Miracle. And a bad pass knocked away. Casadas saves it. Lovington keeps possession. JoJo to Perez, left wing, 3 on the way, in and out, no good. And Jones is the only one there for the rebound. Empty possession for Lovington. To the front court come the Eagles. And then they're going to call the push foul on Gomez. That'll be Donovan's second personal. And that'll be the first team foul in the quarter on the Cats. So it will stay Lubbock Christian basketball. Braden Cooper running camera, Tiffany Evie and eyeing an ear on things back at One Radio Square today. And knocking that one away is JoJo on the inbound. Pardon me, score update coming in from Jowl, the Lovington girls, leading by 11 at the start of the third quarter, 30-19. Down in Jowl, of course, that one on the Jowl Sports YouTube channel. Hopefully I've got it up on HobbsAmerica.com now. As Casares comes out, Garcia goes in for Lovington. As it'll be Jones looking to inbound it. So Jones will push it into Doyle. Got to keep somebody on him. Because if he has an open look, he will take it from 3 land. Toss it in to Tucker. He works against Garcia, tossing it out to Lee. Lee to the free throw line to Doyle. Doyle goes behind the back as Perez picks him up quickly. Goes back out near the timeline. JoJo stays on him. Dribbles through, tossing over to Atkins. Atkins back out to Lee. Picks up the dribble, needs some help, and they'll toss that one to Tucker in the left baseline. Takes it out to the block. Then in for Lee. Drives left lane, loses the basketball and out. And back over to Lovington. So burning some time, but not able to get a score on it. So, and a timeout going to be taken there by Coach Softly. So with 6:36 remaining here in the first half of play, the timeout, we will just keep it right here. Say a big thanks to all of our great sponsors. You see them there on your screen. You're hearing their spots. Could not do it without them. When you need a good or service or anything locally, be sure you consider those folks, because we couldn't do this without them. We don't have to beg you for donations or charge you to watch your kids and teams play. Unfortunately, too many broadcasters think that's acceptable. We do not. And it's because of those great sponsors that we don't even have to consider it. So when you are considering anything, be sure you give those folks a big thank you and consider using their goods and services. So out of the Lubbock Christian timeout, It'll be Wildcat basketball trailing by 12, 25-13 as the inbound comes to Perez from Rivero. He'll bring it into the front court where Atkins will pick him up. Gets a little pick, then they'll move it around to Perez, to Gomez. Gomez run out off the baseline, then out to JoJo, who has to flash it back around. Push it into Garcia, to Perez. Manny, back over to JoJo. They'll keep working it around. Got to find a little open look if they can. Is Doyle picking up Elijah quickly. Now he switches off on Tucker. Back out to Perez. Left wing for three. That one is short and into the hands of Doyle. Lovington being out-rebounded all kinds of ways here to Atkins, who takes it through the left lane and count the bucket and the foul. Kamal Atkins seeing his first time makes it 27-13, and he'll go to the line for three the old-fashioned way. As they are going to call the hold there on JoJo. That'll be, actually they called that on their number 10. So that'll be on Keaton Lee, his first personal, first team foul, and a turnover for Lubbock Christian. So the score 25-13 after the offensive foul. Coach Casey Pack wants a timeout. He goes over and gets the whiteboard from Coach DePorto. It's going to take a while for me to get used to seeing Coach DePorto not in a softball rig. But moving over, taking over as Casey's assistant this year. So we'll just keep it right here. Once again, of course, like to invite you and encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. We appreciate it if you do that. Of course, these games also available. HobbsAmerica.com, the Z94 KZOR Facebook page. Other score updates from other Lee County games going on right now. In the third quarter in Odessa, it's Permian as they have stretched out over Hobbs 37-24. And early in the first, the Hobbs girls dominating Oregon Mountain 15-2 in that ball game. So out of the timeout, Wildcat basketball. Elijah will get it into Perez. JoJo to the front court where Atkins will pick him up. Gets a little pick from Garcia. Tucker goes around it. Now to Gomez. Back to Perez. The head fake. And then they're going to call a foul. And they're going to call the hold on Tucker. That'll be his third personal. Second team foul on Lubbock Christian. But now Tucker in trouble. He's going to have to come out. Tucker and Atkins come out. Atkins and Doyle come back in. So the flip in, the long one to Gomez, then over to Perez. Moves through, bouncing it underneath, and too hard. And not able to handle it is Jaden. And so 10th turnover for the Wildcats. 5.5 to go here in the first half. 25-13 in favor of the visiting Eagles of Lubbock Christian. Lubbock Christian across the timeline. And then tossing it over. That'll be to Lee. Top of the arc, then around to Doyle for three. That one off the mark, and the rebound by Perez, his first. Manny tries to feed it forward, but he overthrows his intended target. That was Perez over there, and it'll be another turnover for the Wildcats as flashing through is going to be Jones. He pulls the foul. Are they going to call the offensive foul? They're going to call the offensive foul. That'll be the 7th turnover for Lubbock Christian. See, no foul call. They say he just lost it and lost it out of bounds. So no harm, no foul. And back to the hands of the Wildcats. So to the front court as that one going to be swatted away by Doyle. He works against Gomez over there. Five minutes remaining in the first half. As Gervais will come in, Garcia will take a breath. So the Wildcats looking to get back into this one, still trailing by 12. To the front court they go off of the inbound to Rivero. Gervais to Gomez. Donovan with Atkins on him. Donovan makes a nifty little move to the free throw line. 15-foot fadeaway, no good, and it'll be Lee with the rebound. Lee feeds it forward off of pressure into the front court to Hubick. Hubick picks up the dribble in front and is in trouble, and they call the foul on Lovington. They're going to get the punch on Perez. JoJo's second personal. Second team foul on the Cats. It is on the floor. So it stays in the hands of the visiting blue and white. Hubick looks to inbound. He'll push it into Lee. Lee to Doyle, then no look pass, deep right corner, Hubick for three, and that one will rattle home. Left him open, he made him pay his first points of the ball game. Now it's 28-13, 15-point lead for the visitors, their biggest of the afternoon. 4:17 remaining, first half. Perez to Rivero, back to Perez, and then overthrowing Rivero. Eliza tracks it down. Back before it gets to the timeline. He works against Lee. And around to Perez. Perez to Perez. Now to Gomez as he sets the little pick. Donovan takes it in, and then they are going to call the charge as Atkins goes down hard. He might need to get an Academy Award for that one. That'll be the 12th turnover for Lovington. And for Donovan, he'll pick up his third personal, and that'll be another turnover for the Wildcats. So Gomez going to have to come out. Garcia waits to check back in. Chris Casares coming in too. As Manny Perez will check out. So back over to Lubbock Cooper. 3:50 remaining here in the first half. Cooper with a 15-point lead. Though the fastball to Jackson, almost loses it on the floor. He will lose it on the floor, and they're going to call the foul. Is going in too hard on it was the Wildcats, as they will call that one on Garcia. His first personal, fourth team foul on Lovington. Got to be careful not to go in quite that hot and over the top like that, or they'll get you every time, as Hubick loses it on the inbound. But nope, they're going to say they weren't ready. They hadn't whistled it yet. Now the ref is explaining something to him. Now they say we're ready to go. So they'll bounce it in, and splitting through the paint and wide open is Crow, his first bucket of the ball game, and it's 30-13. So Lovington going to have to figure something out offensively here pretty quick, or this might get to running clock territory. JoJo hippity hop into the paint, shot up, no good, and it'll be Tucker with his fourth board of the ball game. To Hubick in the front court. He'll push it forward, and Crow goes hard to the rack, no good, but there playing trailer is Jones with the rebound and the little tip back. So now Lovington down by 19. Throw the fastball into the front court. Alba with the head fake. Around to Casares. To Perez. JoJo takes it to the left base, but gets run out. Back to Alba, back to Perez. Perez tries to go in again, now out to Casares. Left slot, three on the way. That one is going to be short, and it'll be Garcia, his fourth board of the ball game. Out to Alba, top of the arc. Three ball up, no good. Ball loose on the floor, and finally going to be controlled by Doyle off the tip. Doyle to Hubick. Hubick with the little leaner, no good, but the rebound and the putback are there by Crow. He's got 4 points and a board, and now 34-13. Ouch. Lovington still looking for their first points of the quarter. And we've got 2:25 remaining. They have gone ice cold on offense. Garcia to Rivero, and then he'll set the screen. Outs it out to Casares, to Alba. Alba, left wing, three on the way, no good, and nobody there other than Harrison Jones to rebound his fourth board. Flip it forward to Tucker, and he'll go hard to the rack, no good, gets his own rebound, and his putback is up and good. He's got 4 points in the ball game. And we are nearing slaughter rule territory here with 1:55 to go in the first. Alba to Garcia, swatted away by Doyle. And it'll stay Lovington basketball. Checking back in will be Gervais. And some more players coming in for Lubbock Cooper. Gervais, Perez, Casares in for the Wildcats. Jacob DePorto, Coach DePorto's son. And Alba on the floor. So you've got Jackson, Atkins, Lee, Adams seeing his first action. And you got both Atkins on the floor. And they're going to call jump ball, and it'll stay Lovington basketball. Now DePorto will come over to inbound it. He'll toss it into the backcourt to Perez. JoJo with it. Lovington trailing by 23. JoJo gets the pick, moves it over around to DePorto. Out to Alba, and then, took that extra little slide. They'll get you for it every time. 13 turnovers for the Wildcats, 4 turnovers in the second quarter, still looking for their first points. Yes, Keaton Lee will come over and he will toss it into Atkins. That's Kamal Atkins in the backcourt. Kamal and Day-Day, I was told by the Lubbock Christian broadcasting crew, they are brothers. Day-Day with it. Hands it off, then to Kamal, and they're going to say he travels. That'll be the 8th turnover for Lubbock Christian.
I was about to ask that if they were brothers.
They are brothers. So a 23-point deficit for the Wildcats. Big hole they got to try and claw out of here. So Perez to the front court. 1-2-2 zone for Lubbock Christian. To DePorto, who will run the point. DePorto gets away from Atkins, gets it over. Now they'll work it into the corner. 3 on the way for Perez, no good. And Casadas will have the rebound, and then he'll go in hard, and then he gets blocked by Atkins and out. And they're going to say Atkins touching it last. As a hockey line change coming in for Coach Softly. As Casadas comes out for Lovington, Donovan Gomez goes back in. So 5 fresh legs for the last 66 seconds for Lubbock Christian. Gomez, that one gets tipped by Hubick and out. So it will stay Lovington basketball as DePorto comes over. DePorto, Perez, Alba, Gervais, and Gomez on the floor for the Wildcats. JoJo with it, works against Hubick. Back out around to DePorto. They'll flash it around. Lovington has had 0 luck getting in the paint against this Lubbock Christian squad. As Gervais to DePorto around and losing the basketball. Another turnover for Lovington, but then Hubick not able to control it. Got a little wild, and he loses it. So the two teams trade turnovers. 41 seconds remaining. Halftime in Jowl, and the Lovington Lady Cats leading 31-19. Jimmy Jones with that game, Jowl Sports YouTube. 36-13 here at Wildcat Gym. Lovington trailing. Lubbock Christian, a battle of blue and whites. And Gomez to the front court, picks up the dribble, tries to direct traffic. He'll bounce it over to Manny. It's Perez. Goes against Doyle, then into the deep left corner and stepping onto the sideline. Nothing going the Wildcats' way. Turnover number 15. As Alba checks back in. Hubick will come back in for Lubbock Christian with 26 seconds to go. So pushing it in. Hubick just going to take his time. I don't know if they'll play for the last shot or not. He goes against DePorto and then travels. So the teams have traded turnovers their last couple times up and down the floor. It'll be Garrett Crow waiting to check back in. He'll come in for Hubick. So it'll be a Lovington toss in. DePorto will come over, throw it in from in front of the Lovington bench with 17 seconds remaining in the first half. So JoJo takes it in, pushing it over, working it around to Gomez, back to Alba for 3 and rattles it home. Bang! Mario Alba, his second tray of the ball game, and finally Lovington on the board here in the second quarter. Then a collision on the top of the arc as the clock expires as Doyle and Perez had collided. So we have played a half here at Wildcat Gym, and it is a 20-point lead right now for the visiting Eagles of Lubbock Christian. We'll be back. Wildcat basketball continues in a moment. Your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime report coming up.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats!
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
And welcome back to Wildcat Gym for your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me, my friends, at some point you will, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. So not the way the Wildcats wanted this one to go, to be sure, as they trail this one 36-16. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first half numbers in this one for you. We'll start with the visiting Lubbock Christian squad. Their leading scorers right now are Harrison Jones and Day Atkins. Actually, pardon me, leading scorer right now is Jackson Doyle. He's got 9. All of them coming from beyond the arc. Jones and Atkins with 8 points apiece. Then you got 4 points for Garrett Crow, 4 points for Major Tucker. He's also their leading rebounder with 5. Then you've got 3 points for Hayes Hubick and 2 points for Kamal Atkins. In the first half, Lubbock Christian goes 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Collectively as a team, 16 rebounds, as we mentioned, led by Tucker with 5 of those things. They had 10 turnovers in the first half. Lovington not really able to capitalize on any of them. Lubbock Christian gets 23 in the first, 13 in the second. That's how they get to their 36 on the board. Turning the page for your Lovington Wildcats, Mario Alba with 6 and Manny Perez with 6. They lead the way. Then after that, it's a pretty good drop-off. Donovan Gomez well under his season average. Only 2 points in that first half. Then you had Jaden Garcia with a point and JoJo Perez with a point too. Elijah Rivero has yet to get in the scorebook yet. Lovington, 2 chances at the free throw line. They go 2 of 4 from the stripe. In the first half as a team, only 8 rebounds, so getting doubled up in the rebounding category. Garcia doing a nice job. He's got 4 rebounds, but nobody else with all that many. And then 13 points in the first, only 3 in the second, and that 3 ball didn't come until about a minute and a half left in the quarter. They went on about a 9-minute drought, just not able to get anything going at all. And that's kind of what the scoreboard will tell you right now, with them trailing by 20, 36-16 is the score. So your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How keys to the second half, well, it's really pretty easy. You have to find some offense. You have had 0 luck, and I mean 0 luck, going into the paint against this Lubbock Christian squad. You've got to get better ball movement and hold on to it, because if you don't, well, yeah, you're going to keep turning it over, keep giving them opportunities to go the other way, and they have a couple of times, and it has cost these Wildcats numerous times. So the Wildcat faithful, take care of the ball, find a way to get open looks, find a way to go into the paint. Don't be afraid to attack. You never know what could happen when you do it. And then, well, good things can happen. 20 points, it's a pretty steep hole to climb out of, but you can certainly do it. Of course, if you're Lubbock Christian, pretty much just keep doing what you're doing. They're probably going to want to take slightly better care of the basketball. 10 turnovers, some of those just a little bit sloppy. And you've got to think they're going to continue to try and find ways to get Doyle open. All 9 of his points from beyond the arc, all of them coming in the first quarter. Lovington doing a much better job in the second quarter, keeping him contained, but it just let him flash through and come through and get rebounds offensively and make scores. So defensively, keep an eye and an ear on Doyle, but just do what you can to slow them up if you can. So the Wildcats trailing by 20, 36-16 is our score here at Wildcat Gym. Other scores coming in from other Lee County games today at halftime. at Tasker Arena. Hobbs all over Oregon Mountain. The Hobbs girls leading 38-8 in that one. Should be just about the start of the third quarter in Jowl. Lovington leading the Jowl girls in that one over on the Jowl Sports YouTube channel. And the Hobbs boys trailing by 12 at Odessa Permian. So that's what we know so far from around. So we'll go ahead and wrap up your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime report from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me, my friends, at some point you will, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. And we go to the second half right after this. Wildcat basketball continues in a moment here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in, backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oilfield community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat basketball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Braden Cooper running camera, spotting, helping out today. Tiff and Evie keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. So, all right, Braden, you're down by 20 and you're the Wildcats. What are you thinking?
Clean up the penalties.
Yeah, probably too many of those to be sure.
Yeah, I know Coach Pack was not happy going in.
I'm pretty sure they could probably hear him in Hobbs.
Oh yeah, I've been in that locker room like in a game like this. You don't want to be in there.
You don't want to be in that locker room. I can see that. So we are back out onto the court, getting ready for the start of this third quarter. The Cats trail by 20. They've got their work cut out for them. It'll be Lubbock Cooper basketball. Why do I keep wanting to call them Lubbock Cooper? Lubbock Christian. It's probably because we called the Lubbock Cooper game earlier this year. So Lubbock Christian will have the basketball, and Hubick will get the inbound from Jones, and we are back at it. Flip ends of the court here in the second half as Perez out on him. Guarding, Hubick to Tucker, then into the corner. 3-ball up, and that one is off the mark by Jones, and the rebound by Garcia. That'll be his fifth. So Wildcat basketball, toss it forward to Perez. NBA 3, left wing, and bang! Manny Perez drains the tray. He's got 9 in the ball game. And Lovington strikes first in the second half. To Doyle, he was wide open. Not sure why he didn't take that shot. Lovington has picked up the defense. Back over to Doyle, right corner, 3 up, and it is down. He's got 12. That's his 4th tray of the ball game. And so it's still a 20-point ball game. Gotta keep a hand in his face. That's twice on that possession. They lost him. He made him pay the second time. Perez to the front court, hands it off to Rivero. Elijah moving in, using up the dribble. Back to Perez. He thought about the 3, thought better of it. Now they'll flash it around to JoJo. JoJo goes in on Hubick, then puts up the little 10-foot floater, and JoJo's got it down. He's got 3 in the ball game. And down under a 20-point lead, and then coming back the other way, the ball out of bounds. And they're going to say knocked out by Lovington, so it'll stay Lubbock Christian basketball. So Hubick looks to flash it in. Lovington giving him plenty of space. Hubick will get it back off of the inbound from Lee. Hubick with Perez on him. Flashing over to Doyle. Doyle now into the corner with Tucker, then throwing it to Hubick, then back door, and a nifty little hesitation move by Keaton Lee. They lost him, and he makes them pay. Now 41-21, back to a 20-point deficit for the Wildcats. 6:20 remaining, third quarter. Off of the screen by Rivero. Manny takes it into the corner to JoJo. Back to Manny. Then push it into Donovan, and then wanted to go into the corner for JoJo, but nobody home, and throws it away. Turnover number 16 for Lovington. You have to convert every time down the court if you're going to claw back from 20 down against a pretty talented Eagles squad. The end of the front court comes Lubbock Christian. And then the long pass, guess who? Doyle, but Elijah got to him quickly that time, but they'll get it on the baseline. Little circus shot up, no good, but that'll be Tucker with the rebound, and he'll get it out to Doyle. His shot, no good. Rebound by Jones, but Lovington traps him up and then strips him away. Nice job there by Gomez, but giving it right back, and then another slam jam down by Harrison Jones. He's got 10, and that's his second slam of the ball game. And another bad turnover back the other way for the Wildcats. Can hold on to the basketball. Toss it down to Doyle, and he'll just lean it up and in. That's his first non-3 of the ball game. And it's 45-21, and Coach Pack says timeout. Let's figure this one out. 5:26 remaining in the third. It's Lubbock Christian 45, Lovington 21. Wildcat basketball back in a moment.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat basketball from here at Wildcat Gym as Coach Pack takes the timeout, as Lovington right now having all kinds of trouble against the visiting Eagles of Lubbock Christian. To the front court with JoJo to Donovan. It's a screen from Garcia, then flash it over to Perez. Perez, 17-footer, right side, no good. Chasing it down will be Jaden. Garcia works it back around over to Gomez. Gomez to Rivero. JoJo thinks about the 3. Hubick gets to him quickly, and he'll just take it in, and then he will drive hard underneath, and they'll call the foul there on Hubick. His second personal, just the first team foul in the half. It is on the floor. Oh, wow, they say two-shot foul. All right, I thought it was on the floor, but hey, we'll take it as Perez goes to the line. JoJo 1 of 2 from the stripe. 5 minutes exactly in the third. Like that they attacked the basket there. Shot up and good. JoJo gets it to roll home. He's got 4 points in the ball game. Nips it down to a 23-point deficit for the Wildcats. Of course, after today, the Wildcats will take a deep breath, couple days off, then head up to Berlin for the North-South shootout. Second shot up, JoJo gets them both. And now 45-23, and a timeout going to be taken the other way this time. So with 5 minutes to go in the third, it's Lovington trailing Lubbock Christian 45-23. Wildcat basketball back in a moment.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up. Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Back here at Wildcat Gym, and Coach Casey Pack actually taking that timeout with his team trailing by 22, 45-23 is the score. It will be Lubbock Christian basketball as we get back to the action. I'm TJ Miracle, Braden Cooper running camera, helping keeping an eye and an ear on things. Tiff and Evie in studio, keeping an eye and an ear on things back there. To the front court come the Eagles. Still up by 22 points, 4:48 remaining here in the third. Pushing it over, wide open look for Lee, and it is good. They left the shooter open, and he made him pay. He's got 5 points. And now it's a 48-23 deficit for the Wildcats. To Perez as Doyle picks him up. Looking, moving, getting it near side to Rivero, tossing into Gomez, right back to Elijah. 15-footer from the right base, up, no good. Donovan with the rebound and the putback. Nice move there. Donovan's first rebound of the ball game and his 4th point. Back down the other way with Hubick. Jump stop to Lee, handed off to Doyle. Now back to Hubick, right elbow, deep right corner to Lee. Now out to Doyle, right wing for 3. That one is off the mark, but that'll be Tucker with his 7th board. They'll move it back out. 3 ball on the way. That one up, no good. Another rebound by Tucker. Then into the corner to Doyle. 3 rebounds in a row off the offensive glass for Lubbock Christian. Hippity hop, then back to Tucker. Bounces it off the glass and up and in. He's got 6. 50-25. Wildcats in the hole right now. Back to the front court comes Lovington. Gomez with 3:32 to go gets a pick from Garcia and then moves it back out near center court. He'll direct traffic. Hand it off to JoJo. And then back to Perez. Perez to Rivero. 3 right wing up. That one off the mark. No good. And the rebound brought down by Lee. That'll be his 2nd. So back down comes Lubbock Christian with 3:08 remaining and a 25-point lead. They'd like to get out of here early, get it up to 35 if they could. To Lee, picks up the dribble to Doyle, then coming near side. That's to Jones. Jones to Tucker for 3. That shot up, no good, and it'll be Jaden with the rebound. That'll be his 7th. To a breaking JoJo as they break the press, and up and in Perez. Finally flashing through here in the second half. 50-27. 7 points for Perez. 2nd on the team right now, 9 for Manny Perez. To Doyle, throw it on the give and go and then missing, but right there is Tucker. They were going to try the alley-oop. Didn't quite work, but it still gets points on the board. Just not as impressive as a slam. Not that I'm upset about that. Donovan with it, works against Hubick. Over to Manny, left wing for 3. That one off the mark, and then chasing it down will be JoJo. Perez to Perez. Perez takes it back around. Perez to Perez once again. Now to Rivero. Elijah takes his time. No look pass. Right corner. 3 ball up and bang! Manny Perez, his 4th tray of the ball game. Trey in. And now it's 52-31. 1:45 remaining in the third. Bounce pass in to Tucker and then to Doyle and then back across the middle to Lee, flashing through the paint and up and in. He's got 7. 54-30. Back down come the Wildcats. Donovan picks up the dribble, taking it through the right lane, gets it back, and then around Perez, left slot, up and bang! 5 trays for Manny Perez. Now 54-33, 21-point deficit to Hubick, to Lee for 3, and he will answer back. That'll be his second tray of the ball game. He's got 10 all in the third quarter. Now 57-33, back to a 24-point lead with 1 minute remaining. Perez, he works against Doyle and then back out to Rivero. Hubick picks him up to Manny. Manny works against Lee. Back out near the timeline. Is going to play catch, 45 seconds to go, and then they're going to call the push foul on Keaton Lee. That'll be his second personal, just the second team foul on Lubbock Christian. As subs coming in, Gervais will come in. He'll check in for Jaden. And also back in the game, Jacob DePorto. As Atkins and Garrett Crow in. Also seeing time, Braxton Adams for Lubbock Christian. Chris Casares going to come in for Lovington too. 42 seconds remaining here in the third as Perez checks out. Now the inbound from DePorto to Perez. JoJo with it. Atkins giving him just a little bit of room. He'll direct traffic with 35 seconds to go. Gets a screen from Casares. They'll move it around to DePorto. Goes right baseline and then, traveled. Slipping and sliding down, going in against Adams. That'll be the 19th turnover for Lovington. As Atkins will get the inbound from Crow. JoJo picks him up right at the timeline. Atkins, and he traveled, so the teams trade turnovers. 12th turnover for the Eagles. So 19 seconds to go here in this third period. Well, the Wildcats not out of it yet, but running out of time, and they have yet to find the offense for the most part. It's the 3 balls that are keeping it as close as it is. Donovan with it, gets the screen, goes in, pops it out to DePorto, underhand to JoJo, top of the arc, needs some help, throws it into Casares, back out to Perez. Atkins gets to him quickly. Around to Donovan, then to DePorto in the corner for 3 at the buzzer. No good, and we will head to the fourth. It is Lubbock Christian 57, Lovington 33. Wildcat basketball continues in a moment here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and on HobbsAmerica.com.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats.
Back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Lovington trailing this one 57-33. It'll be Wildcat basketball as we get back to the action. As DePorto with it. Flips it around to Casares to Gomez. Picking him up quickly was Jones, and into the corner to Porto from the right baseline. 10-foot runner, no good. Skying for the rebound is Lee. That'll be his third. So Lovington comes up empty on their initial possession here in the fourth quarter. Lee from the right corner for 3. That one off the mark. Casares tips it, gets it himself. His third board of the ball game. Then gets bodied off the ball by Tucker, but JoJo there to save it. JoJo with backcourt pressure has to get it into the front court. Tosses it in just at the 10 mark. Gets it back. 3 left corner. Up and bang! JoJo Perez with 10. His first 3 of the ball game. And Lovington back to within 21. Doyle to Hubick. Hippity hop. 15-foot runner. No good, but there with the rebound. Put back no good at the third shot is that'll be Lee, who's got 12. Tucker a bucket away from a double-double now. 59-36 is the score. And then a 3 by Gomez. Bang! Donovan now with 7 in the ball game. And for the first time in a while, it's down under 20. Or down to 20, I should say. 59-39, but then that one will be up and in by Jones. He's got 12. And now 61-39. Business starting to pick up here in the fourth. Hand off to DePorto. Then move it around. Gomez to Casadas. Back to JoJo. 61-39 is the score. Cats trailing by 22. Just take your time, set the O. Donovan flipping it around, then the handoff. JoJo right slot for 3 and bang! JoJo Perez now with 13 back-to-back trays. Now 61-42, and then to Tucker the other way, and they call the floor foul. They're going to call the hack as Tucker playing trailer, or rather bird dog there, gets it. They call that one on Perez, his third personal. Just the first team foul in the half on Lovington. As Gervais out, Garcia in. Final score coming from Odessa. Hobbs falling to Permian 57-47. Late in the fourth, the Jow Lady Panthers trying to make a game of it against our Lovington Lady Cats. 45-36, 9-point Lovington Lady Cat lead. We're on Jow Sports YouTube as the inbound to Atkins, no good. At the rebound, going to be saved there. And then up and in for Crow. Count the bucket and the foul. And they are going to call the hack, put that one up on Garcia, his second personal. Second team foul on Lovington, and Crow at the line for 3 the old-fashioned way. Try and stretch it back out, and he will get the roll. 64-42. Lovington trails with 5.5 remaining. So to the front court come the Wildcats, still going to go at it. JoJo to Garcia, to DePorto. DePorto goes against Crow. And around to Rivero. He's been a little quiet today. Third leading scorer on the team is yet to get in the books. JoJo fall away from 5, in and out. Battle for the rebound and trying to save it is Elijah, but they're going to say, they're going to say he saved it off Crow. So it'll stay Lovington basketball under their own hoop. Reinforcements coming in for both squads. Villalobos in for the Wildcats. Coming in for is Adams and Atkins for the Eagles with 5:11 remaining in the contest. So Elijah looks to get it in. He will to Gomez, right corner. 3 ball up, no good. Chasing the rebound down. That'll be Adams, his first. He'll leave it off for Atkins, and then he'll push it forward. That'll be to Lee. Flip it back to Atkins at the right elbow. Atkins to Atkins. Then to Jones. Jones to Adams. Goes through the lane to Atkins. Free throw line. 15-footer, no good. And Elijah has the rebound. His first of the ball game. Averaging 4 a game. That's his first. To Gomez. Right wing and rattle it home. Bang! Donovan Gomez has his second tray of the ball game. He's got 10. 64-45. Back under a 20-point deficit for Lovington. As Jones to the right baseline, picks up the dribble, slings it around to Adams, who tosses it in. Then JoJo going to take that one away. On the breakaway off the steal, lean it up and in, no good, but he's fouled. They're going to get that one on Kamal Adams. His first personal, that'll be the first team foul, but it'll put Perez at the line for 2 and a hockey line change coming in for Coach Softly. Casada is going to come in for Lovington. So Perez 3 of 4 at the stripe. Has 13, trying to add to it, leads the way for the Wildcats. First one up for JoJo is no good. So the score remains 64-45. As Garcia out, Casadas in, and a hockey line change. All 5 new players in for the Eagles. On the front, you've got Lee and Tucker. Second on the way for JoJo is up, and that one is no good. Missed them both, and Lee has his 5th rebound of the ball game. Hubick just back into the ball game, runs the point, takes it into the Eagles' offensive zone. He starts his run, pop a shot from 13, shot up, no good. Tucker with the rebound, needs some help, and then he is fouled. That'll be his 11th rebound of the ball game. They call the hold on Casadas, his first personal, 3rd team foul on Lovington. At the halfway mark, it is on the floor of the 4th, 4:02 to go. The inbound comes to Doyle. A little bit hard, had trouble collecting it, and that gave Perez a chance to get to him. Doyle, a little stop and go, tossing over, then back out. Got it from Jackson to Doyle, back to Doyle. He weaves through, and then he's going to get fouled going through the lane, even though he'd lost the basketball. As they are going to call the punch on Perez. That'll be his 4th personal. 4th team foul on the Wildcats. And it will be on the floor, so it'll stay Lubbock Christian basketball coming in for Lovington. Kingston Goodrich seeing his first action of the afternoon. Goodrich, 2nd leading rebounder on the team in limited action, is the inbound to Doyle. Left corner for 3, and bang. Doyle, that is his 5th tray of the ball game. They left him open. He made him pay for it. 3:39 to go. Elijah to the front court to Gomez. Donovan spin move against Hubick. Now he'll take it in, and a foul called on the floor. And they'll whistle that one up on Crow, his first personal, just the 2nd team foul on the Eagles. 67-45, Wildcats trailing. Home opener of the 25-26 season, 13 games in before we get a home one, and then back on the road for 3 more next weekend. Then we're going to have a floor foul, a push called as Gomez tried to put it down. And they're going to get that one on Crow. That'll be his 2nd personal, make that 3rd team foul. 3:23 to go. They'll push it into Gomez, and that one gets tipped and away by Jackson. Another turnover for Lovington. Their 20th, and then Hubick for 3, shot up, no good. And Donovan with the rebound, his 2nd. Gomez to the front court, almost loses it. Tossing around to Goodrich. Then he'll just have to bounce it over. Elijah comes over and collects it with 3 minutes remaining in the ball game. Elijah spin move into the paint, tossing it out. Villalobos, Goodrich. Then they toss it over. Fortunately, Gomez was there. Came back to get it. He goes through the left base over to Rivero. Right corner for 3, and bang! Welcome to the scorebook, Elijah Rivero. His first tray of the ball game, first points of the ball game. Comes with 2:42 remaining in the contest. Wildcats trail 67-48. Off the tip, Goodrich will get it back. 14th turnover to a breaking Rivero, and lay it up and in on the breakaway. 5 points now for Elijah. 67-50. Lovington back under a 20-point deficit with 2:20 to go. So toss it in, and a foul going to be called as they were trying to feed it into Tucker, get him his double-double. They're going to call that one on Villalobos. That'll be his first personal. 5th team foul, and so that will put Lubbock Christian in the bonus for the remainder of the ball game. Final score from Tasker Arena this afternoon. The Hobbs girls destroy Oregon Mountain 63-20. So now Tucker at the line to shoot the bonus and gets the first one as it bounced and then bounced straight up and then through the strings. He's got 9 in the ball game, 68-50. Rivero and Gomez out. Alba and Perez back in for the Wildcats. So Tucker a point away from the double-double. His 2nd shot is up, and that one is no good. And Villalobos with the rebound, Justin's first. Oh, into the front court with Alba. Push it around to Perez to Casadas. He works against Tucker. Moves to the left base. Puts up the little floater off the left glass. Casadas, his first bucket of the ball game. So now 68-52. Atkins has to push it out to Crow, who backs it up with 1:50 to go. Back to Atkins. Just holding it there. Goodrich on him tight, and they call the 5-second violation. 15th turnover on the Eagles. So Tucker will check out as Atkins will come back in. It's Day-Day Atkins. Also into the ball game will be Harrison Jones as he comes in for Kamal Atkins. So Goodrich to inbound for the Wildcats. Tosses into Alba with 1:45 remaining in this one. Alba a little shake and bake to Perez. He works against Atkins to Goodrich, and they are going to call Atkins on the push. That'll be his first personal. 4th team foul on Lubbock Christian. 97 seconds to go. It is on the floor. So on the inbound, Goodrich to toss it in, and that one is going to be swatted away by Jones. So still Lovington basketball as Coach Pack directing traffic from in front of the bench. This one not going the way Casey wanted it to, but play it out, playing a tough team. Perez with it. He works against Atkins. Perez looking for some room, and they call the 5-second rule on Lovington. That'll be their 21st turnover, just their second turnover of the quarter. But give it back to Lubbock Christian. So the Eagles will have it. Time there, friend, under 90 seconds remaining in the 4th. DePorto waits to check in at the next stoppage. Push it into Atkins at the free throw line. Then back out to Jones, to Jackson. Into Atkins, right block, toss it out, top of the arc. Jones for 3, and it is good. 15 points for Harrison Jones. Makes it 71-52, 64 seconds remaining. Hand it off. Perez for 3, top of the arc, no good, and the rebound by Crow, his 3rd. Push it forward into the front court with Jones. He'll toss it in, trying to get it in. Atkins will wind up saving it, then off the tip, Lovington will take it back. And Perez going to get fouled as Jones goes over the back, his first personal. It'll be the 5th team foul, so Lovington will be shooting free throws. 71-52 the score, Wildcats trailing. Chance to see if they can cut down the margin a little bit here. Manny Perez with 15 points on the game, all of them from beyond the arc. So he'll head to the line to try and add to it. First one is up, and it is good. So now 71-53 as Manny makes the first. He'll eye the second. Now 16 points in the ballgame, over his season average. Second shot is up, and he gets them both. 17 points to lead the way for Manny Perez. 71-54 as Manny checks out. DePorto back in with 41 seconds to go. I think Lubbock Christian, well, I was going to say just try and run it out, but we'll have a 3-ball up, no good, and then a fight for the rebound. And still loose on the floor, still loose, and they'll call jump ball, and it'll stay Eagle basketball. As collecting that one was Jones. And then tying him up under there, Goodrich and DePorto. I was going to say Lubbock Christian may just want to dribble this one out. But they're going to keep attacking as Jones drives in. He's fouled. They're going to get Goodrich for that one. Kingston's first personal. And so free throw time. I actually call that one on Villalobos. So that'll be his second personal. So that'll put Jones at the line for 2. And he will rattle the first one home. Makes it 71-54. Just trying to put the icing on the cake, if you will. Second shot is up and gets them both. He's got 17 in the ball game. 73-54 as new players coming onto the floor for Lubbock Christian, including Martinez, number 24, seeing his first action. Hawley, number 3, seeing his first action. 23 in there too, so Hawley and Hawley both in. So to the front court with 15 seconds remaining. Little shake and bake into the corner. DePorto for 3 and roll it home. Jacob DePorto into the books. Now 73-57 with 4, with 3. Holly just going to dribble it out 2-1, and that will do it. And our final score here this afternoon, it is Lubbock Christian 73, Lovington 57. We'll take a timeout, come back and wrap this one up. Wildcat basketball here on Lovington Sports YouTube and on HobbsAmerica.com.
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics. For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
And welcome back to Wildcat basketball. Wrapping this one up as Lovington falling 73-57 to Lubbock Christian High School. Quick look at the numbers in this one. For Lubbock Christian, they've got 3 players in double figures. Jackson Doyle with 17, Harrison Jones with 17, Keaton Lee chipped in 12. Major Tucker with 9 points in the ballgame, missing a double-double by just 1 point. As Lubbock Christian wins the rebounding battle, they have 29 total, 11 for Tucker. They go 6 of 9 from the free throw line, and they did have 16 turnovers in the ballgame. For your Lovington Wildcats, 3 Cats in double figures too, led by Manny Perez. He had 17 in the contest. JoJo Perez with 13, 10 points for Donovan Gomez, 6 for Mario Alba off the bench, 5 for Elijah Rivero, 3 points. Jacob DePorto, 2 for Chris Casadas, and a point for Jaden Garcia. Leading rebounder for the Cats was Garcia, 17 rebounds as a team for Lovington. They go 6 of 10 from the free throw line. Turn the ball over, though, 21 times in the ball game, and will fall now to 4-9 on the year. So next up for Lovington, they'll take a deep breath, and then they will head over the mountains as they will go to Belen next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for the North-South shootout against Belen, Taos, and Valencia. Our next game will be right back here for the boys. Will be 10 days from now on the 13th, as they'll be right back here. Finally, a second home game, as they will be taking on Carlsbad, and of course we will have that one for you. Lots of ball games next week for everybody in Lee County, so keep an eye and an ear on HobbsAmerica.com and your favorite YouTube channels. So for Tiffany V in studio engineering and producing, keeping an eye and an ear on things, for Braden Cooper running camera, for Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long, and thanks for listening, thanks for watching Lovington Wildcat basketball. This has been an exclusive presentation of Walmart Digital and One Radio Square KZOR Sports. Good night, everybody.